the sessions, but since Korean is asking questions, I would love to take questions from the floor if anyone wants. Does anyone? Or I may repeat something
So
if you like.
when you serve, for example, Booking.com, depends on the keyword that user entering into the browser.
It depends on keyword on the website and the website itself. Yeah, so basically you may advertise besides standard targeting. Now, of course, it depends on your history of keywords. We can do actually anything. My point is that instead of just the normal website advertising, we want to have browser-based advertising, which will appear at any website you want. So, like, let's say one travel website, but we want to advertise another travel website. So, people coming to the first website, but they see big ad of your client, and then many people, maybe, if the offer is good, many people switching to your client website.
Yeah, one of the criteria when we work with Kokok, just FYI for the team, that even from the regional perspective, we're looking at Kokok as an alternative solution for YouTube masthead and also Google search keyword. So therefore, with the Kokok browser, I do see the advantage and opportunity for us to be there. Can share my thoughts.
Okay, so for mobile, we have now, so like 21 million people, 1 million is now at mobile. That's maybe not many on the one hand, on the other hand, not small. Yeah? So if you guys have some strong demand from mobile clients, I'm pretty sure we can serve it.
So I also heard that you have a plan to launch the browser on mobile as well. I think that the team would love to hear that.
Yeah. So basically, a shopping feature is, in our view, is very important, especially in mobile. Yeah, because for mobile, it's very hard for you to research many options. Yeah, because the screen is small and whatever. So we actually believe that this shopping feature will be mostly interested by mobile users. So now we have experimental launch of our Android browser. We have 1 million people there. Soon we're gonna launch this shopping feature for everyone. Now it's kind of internal testing, and you guys first see this feature. So probably some of your clients can be also interested in using this new shopping experience features for client advantage. More questions? Okay, let's maybe you will have more questions at the end of the session. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you. Now I want to introduce Ravi, VP Global Business Development, Meogen Systems, who will tell about Kokok test campaigns results. And as for questions, please feel free to ask questions at the end of each presentation. Always welcome. Ready?
Thank you guys. Thanks for your time. Sorry, it's moving fast. Okay, what I'm going to talk to today is we have done some test campaign with Kokok. I'm going to share the test case results. But mind you, I have no particulars, I don't have signboards, but a lot of data is going to come up here, but not too much. So, to start off with, before I jump into test campaign results, I just wanted to recap on the products what we have in Vietnam. Most of you already know about Ad Monitor and Bridge, and we have also launched a smart verification product. If your clients are interested in understanding the fraudulent traffic in any of your campaign, we are happy to talk. This is the same tag what we use for Ad Monitor, and we can use the same tag to provide you measurement on fraudulent traffic. Right? And also we have launched a Site Monitor. Site Monitor is something similar to Google Analytics, but it gives you much more deeper understanding of website. And we can link Ad Monitor to Site Monitor, and we can see like how many people got exposed to your campaign and how many of them are coming to your website or your client's website. We can provide that analytics as well. And in the same dashboard, Ad Monitor dashboard, even smart verification is also linked. So it's only one dashboard. You get Ad Monitor, all the data. You'll get smart verification data. And anyway, on Bridge, as of now, we are seeing Bridge is basically a software, desktop software. It is only compatible with Windows. So we're going to launch web-based. We'll be launching in first week of December. We'll have web-based browser. That means you can do all the bridge analysis even at sitting in your house. You don't have to. Anybody can do it. You don't have to install any software, right? So that's the thing. For this test campaign, we'll be using Ad Monitor. I'm going to give you a couple of Ad Monitor. You're already familiar with the methodology of Ad Monitor. It's basically a hybrid methodology measurement. We combine sensors, cross-device, and panel. And I'm happy to tell you that we'll be launching mobile panel by mid of November, and we can provide mobile measurement as well. So you'll have PC, mobile, PC plus mobile. When you log into, so if you have any upcoming campaigns for mobile, please feel free to let us know. Okay, for test campaign here for COCOC, we are exclusively looking at desktop. Okay, so all those campaigns primarily based on desktop. It's something similar methodology. We tag the COCOC ads, and when user get exposed to an ad, we measure something similar to what you are already doing. So it's about, this campaign is only for 15 days, and the campaign impression size is about 4.1 million, targeted at May 15 to 34. And the objective of this test campaign to understand a couple of things. One is what is the in-target impression delivery for May 15 to 34. Other one is looking at how many percent of impressions are getting delivered only for May, and how the impression distribution is happening across geography in Vietnam. And also to understand what is, this is not, if you look at here, it's only 15 to 34, and how impression is distributed across different social economic status. Okay, these are the few things I'm going to talk to you now. Looking at this first, in-target, this particular campaign is delivered about 69 GRP. Out of 4.1 million impressions served, about 75% of the impressions are in-target impressions for male 15 to 34. Even UV is about 70% of the UVs are targeted at the male 15 to 34. And if you have to break this into two different smaller age groups, and you see impressions, UV as well as IGRPs are evenly distributed between these two groups. Yeah. Any questions you have? Okay, then we were thinking about, okay, how do we benchmark it? So what we did was we looked into all the campaigns delivered in the last 6 months. We looked into male 15 to 34 and male 15 to 25 to 44, and we said what is the lowest in-target delivery, what is the highest, and what is the average, and we benchmark where this particular campaign performed. If we look at this particular campaign, even though it's a 15 days campaign, it has delivered about 75% in-target impressions. But if you look at the maximum, it's delivered only about 59, 60%. So this is even 60%. If you look at the distribution here, like your average is somewhere here, much closer towards the lower side. So primarily, even though it's only one campaign, but it has performed much better than all the campaigns in the last 6 months.
So you measure it through the panel, right?
Yeah.
But how much is the target?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I want to understand, how proper targets your like 15 to 34 target audience. This is the measurement.
Yes.
But how proper they started taking the
Guys, you want to take this question? How COCOC targets, how do you do targeting for ad impression, your ad campaigns?
So basically, most of our targeting from our clients is usually by keywords. Yeah, usually intention-driven targeting is the most important for many clients. But for FMCG clients, of course, also demographics targeting is important. Basically, what we did first, we just asked our users, yeah, how old are you, what's your gender, and everything. Second, for those who did not answer, we used machine learning, this kind of new technology used by Google, by Facebook, all the international platforms they're using it. So in case people are not answering, then using our big data that we have about our users, we are predicting, and predicting actually with quite high accuracy. So almost always the prediction done is true. Yeah, did I answer?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, since it's a browser-based information, they have a lot more. I mean, I also heard you also have certain astrology thing where
Yeah, that's one of the
people
ways.
key in birthdays and gender and age. They give them daily predictions on what's happening this week and next week and stuff. So a lot of people have enrolled, I believe. So they also collected quite a few demographic information. So they're using all this data along with the big data to do targeting. Right? So how did this campaign deliver on reach? This campaign is basically like, if you look at it's about 19% reach in 15 days. And the campaign size is only about 4.1 million impressions. Considering that is pretty good. And if you look at 75% of the impressions are, because it's frequency capped at 2, all your 75% of the impressions are aimed to deliver 2 plus frequency. So in that way, if you look at the drop from here to here, it's quite huge. That means campaign, they've been doing a frequency control also pretty well. Sorry. And in terms of mail, because you said in target is about 75%, but if you look at mail only, without age group, it's about 94% of the impressions are delivered at mail. So it pretty much says targeting on mail is pretty in line. And if you look at different distribution of age, from 15 to 34, you have about 80% of the impressions get delivered for 15 to 34, including male and female, because male is already delivered 75% of the impressions, and female is only about 6% is adding here. Most of them are here in this age group. So in terms of targeting a different age group also is pretty much in line, and also looking at the index numbers also is pretty much in line. And in terms of delivery for social economic status, for if you look at A, B, and C, it's delivered about 70% of the impressions on A, B, C as well. Finally, looking at geo distribution, about 70% of the distribution happened in key 4 cities. That is, the norm is basically for non-geo frequent, geo-targeted campaigns. It's about 60 to 65% delivery happens, but it's pretty slightly higher, but not that much. Yeah, it's about 70% delivery for top 4 key cities. That's all I have. Lots of numbers. Do you have any questions?
Similar if you actually go female target campaign?
We are testing now because we have planned to test about 10 to 12 campaigns. This is the first of the campaign. So we will be doing female campaigns launching in 15th of November for a 2 weeks campaign again. So we are testing female different age group and also with ABC. Any questions?